Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond.
Well, I
That
will
is where we
definitely not
serve,
be doing above and
beyond the
beyond.
furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, and with honor and duty above reproach. Do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities? And
I swear
to
it's
uphold the
not a war
values of the
crime the
Vanguard,
first time,
honor,
and if there's no
loyalty,
evidence, it never will be.
self-reliance in all your actions as a member of the United Colonies Navy?
Bjorn here, back at it again today with another adventure in Starfield. We are going to start the Vanguard storyline and see what it's all about. If you are new here and would like to see more of my content in the future, please hit the subscribe button to be notified each time a new video is released. And if you like this video, please leave a comment below and hit the like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Let's get into it.
They drive a pretty hard bargain for new recruits. I certainly couldn't say no.
Hey, Sarah's friend. You come to enlist
Oh,
at
I have a
long
name,
last?
buddy.
Start earning your stripes with the Vanguard? Well, all right. Take the elevator down to the Vanguard Orientation Hall. You can get started at any of the registration terminals. The system will walk you through the rest. And if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
To register for examination, please select enlistment agreement. By joining the United Colonies Vanguard, you agree to perform necessary services for the United Colonies that could place you in serious danger, resulting in harm to your craft or yourself, up to you, and including death. I agree. Why not? Main menu, all done.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
Well, this hall kind of sounds interesting. You coming, Barrett? I signed you up too, buddy. The end of Earth. Is that a halo ring?
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible.
Little mini drone.
Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history.
I like how they called it the Galileo.
Of
That's
the
kind of
United Colonies.
In that moment, humanity changed forever. Nothing would ever be easy. They must have been scared out of their minds.
it's kind of cool. Does this thing rotate? Why does it have a weight on its head? They're hiding the USA all the way in the back. I live over there somewhere. Ish. Somewhere.
From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more. Independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Free Star Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Varun, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
Well, this is certainly an interpretation.
What's your side of the story there, Barrett?
It was only in 2230 that the faction known as House Varun first made contact with the rest of the settled systems. Founded by the passengers of a colony ship that had left New Atlantis and disappeared 4 decades earlier, House Varun was a faction unlike any other.
I kind of like
A
their
theocracy
spacesuits.
dedicated wholly to the beliefs of its isolationist founder, Janan Varun. House Varun initially made overtures of peace towards the rest of the settled systems. They claimed their only intention was to spread the word of their god, the Great Serpent. But none could have guessed that this worship might take the form of a bloody war, the Serpent's Crusade.
We got Space Scientologist?
The Freestar Collective was initially founded in 2188.
Actually, I like this spacesuit
when
even
the
better.
citizens of Aquila banded together with the pleasure city of Neon in mutual defense. But in 2194, after the deployment of a UC medical star station in orbit around their world, the citizens of Narion also requested to join the collective. The resulting rise in tensions between the Freestar Collective and UC culminated in the settled system's first intergalactic conflict, the Narion War. Despite a decisive victory by
you're
the
not done.
UC, the colonies permitted the citizens of Narion to join the collective, forming the basis for the fiercely independent union that persists to this day.
They said it's a victory.
Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir, Jarek, that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remains, however, select members of House Varun who refuse to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter
Their spacesuits kind of look
Their
like
pacification,
Cobra
the
from
goal
like
of all space.
G.I. Joe versus Cobra. That's kind of cool.
Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Narion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs. Even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xenoweapons. It was only in
Xenomorphs.
2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
Omitting the verifiable facts about a conflict only ensures a repeat performance.
Well, Barrett, I was thinking the same thing. I was kind of thinking that this is all propaganda too.
Few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war. But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Nira.
I don't think I've visited
Initially
Nira yet.
occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation. Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty. And today, Nira remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war.
Oh, that's one of the mech suits? That's cool. Oh, we have a xenomorph thing. The thing's kind of
One of
terrifying.
my slates said terramorphs can control people's minds. But that can't be true.
Well, why don't you touch it and find out? Go ahead, go and touch the xenomorph. I know it says don't touch, I'm telling you to touch it, it's okay. Oh, that thing's cool.
I really
Terror
hope
of
this is
Long
just a phase.
Ding-along, I mean,
I can't
Dinian.
stop staring at it.
In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly
Long ding long.
constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph.
You have a Terramorph
A
right
rare
there.
but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city, seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale never before seen in recorded
Is this
history.
not a Terramorph?
I bring her here almost
Valiant
every day
efforts by
to
the
stare at
UC
this
military
thing.
slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day.
I wonder... Because this is their weapon, I think. They just lose control of their most valuable asset, I mean weapon.
After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC
The artwork
and
is
the
really cool,
Freestar
though.
Collective came
Very
together to
propagandy,
ratify a treaty that became known
propaganda-like.
as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xeno-weapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United
Did they?
Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty.
What were they guilty
Commander
of?
Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
But what were they convicted of? War crimes or what?
It was a scary time, to say the least. The Armistice was the only way we could survive. Until the next terrifying weapon, anyway.
What the hell is this thing? What is that? Is that just like a model of a ship? Or is it like a drone?
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be.
kind of cool.
No one is born a United Colony citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship. But the UC prides itself on taking
Do you just not have
care of its
rights
people.
until you serve
Cost of living
or get your
controls
citizenship?
means citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems. By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
So you don't get it through birth. So like you have like a whole bunch of people out there growing up that don't join the Vanguard, that just don't have any rights, and they're considered foreign even though they were born to like UC parents. Interesting.
This is the Mark 18 Flight Simulation Chamber applicant, currently in orbit around a high-detail recreation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the
Even
pilot's
has a
chair.
coffee maker.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. You can head up to Commander Tuwala to receive your final results and your probationary assignment. Or you're welcome to take
Probationary
another run at the
assignment.
simulation if you'd like to try and earn a better...
Nah, I don't care.
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Or did you have some questions you needed answered first? Ah, so these are your numbers that just came through then. You ready to hear how you did?
Nope.
Then let's get to them. So, looking at the data, hit every mural in the orientation hall, huh? A test of preparation.
Oh, you were seeing that?
thoroughness. To trace the Vanguard values highly. Psychological results are all within expected levels. Navy doesn't have room for folks that'll fall apart the first time they're trying to outrun a homing missile. Now, how'd you do against your foes? Tier 4, not too shabby. The techs make us test each level of the sim too. I can tell you that waiver some real artificial bastards. Good job putting them away.
Way better than what I'd do. I always mess up on the parking.
That's why you're not
So
flying
then,
anymore, Barrett.
looking at your
Just
results
kidding.
as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizenship after only 10 years
75
service.
years.
Pretty standard for combat assignments. But your performance in the simulator does mean I can offer a signing bonus. Help convince you to join the cause.
What's the
10
sign-on
years,
bonus?
huh? Well, good luck with that. Send me a postcard on Paradiso whenever you're done.
So, sounds to me like we've got Vanguard material on our hands. If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probationary mission.
Oh, I earned credits now.
First, though, all UC service people, provisional or otherwise, are required to swear an oath. So, you want to make this official? Commit yourself to the cause of the colonies?
Fuck it, why not?
Fantastic. Then just follow me. Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the stars. Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond.
Well, I
That
will
is where we
definitely not be
serve,
doing above and
beyond
beyond.
the furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, and with honor and duty above reproach. Do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities?
I
And
swear
to
it's
uphold
not
the
a
values
war
of the
crime the
Vanguard,
first time,
honor,
and if there's no
loyalty,
evidence, it never will be.
self-reliance in all your actions as a member of the United Colonies Navy?
Yeah, why not?
Then let me be the first to officially welcome you to the United Colonies Vanguard. Now, only thing left is getting you that probationary mission. And what I've got is comms repair. group trying to refurb an old colony war processing plant on Tau Ceti 2. Sounds like they'd barely gotten set up when their communications died. Place is as isolated as they come. So Brass wants a Vanguard to deliver the repair suite and ensure anyone present is safe and secure. So, can the people of Tau Ceti 2 count on you? No major settlements on Tau Ceti. No real active industry either. Doesn't make for a big target. It's got the potential to be a pretty quiet trip. But there's a reason they wrote, "Here be dragons" on the map edge. So if it were me, I'd hope for the best and arm for the worst. And if for some reason you do run into trouble, don't forget, it's your job to protect those who need it. So, you ready to head out?
Yep, let's do
That's
this.
the spirit. Head down to the spaceport and talk to Crew Chief Harath. He'll get you the repair suite plus your new recruit kit. Oh, and your advance. Give it your all out there. Supra et Ultra.
It's not a war crime the first time.
One giant leap for humankind.
That's right, Barrett.
Ah, you are new probationary then? Crew Chief Herath, pleasure to be working with you.
It's my job to make sure all you rocket jockeys are ready for anything that comes at you up there.
Rocket
Now,
jockeys.
Manifest says we're fitting you out with one comms repair suite.
In addition to the standard issue welcome kit all probationary pilots get for their first mission. Med packs, some small arms, couple spare ship parts, all the essentials in case of any surprises up there.
My people will have
Small
everything on
arms,
your
you
ship
say?
before you lift off. Won't even know they were there. So, paying a visit to the people of scenic Tau Ceti 2. Nice easy one for your first job. Just keep your head on swivel and you'll come home safe. Any questions before you head out?
What is it?
I honestly didn't realize it had people living on it until we got your recorder.
Report they gave us seemed clean, no known hostile outposts. But I wouldn't say that's permission to let your guard down.
Hostile
Just watch out
outposts.
for wildlife and pirates. Keep those med packs handy and you'll be fine. Nothing too dangerous, if that's your concern. The repair suite's mostly just wiring and circuit boards. The welcome kit has some goodies in there I wouldn't leave sitting around when company comes to visit. But it's nothing some proper storage can't make safe.
Then I won't keep you.
Make us look good out there, recruit.
Alright, to my ship. Alright. I think we're ready to take off. That was kind of cool. I think we're gonna end that here for this episode, and we'll continue on this here in a little bit. So if you liked this, video, please subscribe and like the video. Thank you. Bjorn out.